Hey there, this is Joakim with the Systems Alliance, and in this video we're going to check out the official trailer number 2 for Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So in this new iteration of monster movies, we've had the first Godzilla, which, while a decent movie, forgot Godzilla, so a lot of people don't even call it a Godzilla movie. But moving on from that, we then got Kong Skull Island, which critics didn't seem to like as much as the first Godzilla, but fans seemed to enjoy it a lot more, and it even made a little bit more money. And I guess the critics never got the memo that a big monster movie is supposed to have big monster fights in it. So that's probably why people really like Kong Skull Island, because you go in knowing exactly what you're going to expect. You're not expecting the best story on earth. You're not expecting the original King Kong or anything. At this point, you just want to see big monsters fight, and you want to see it done well. And coming up May 31st, 2019, we're going to get Godzilla, King of the Monsters, or Godzilla 2, if you'd like to call it that. And from the first trailer, this one really looks like a winner in terms of an actual Godzilla movie. Monsters featured heavily. You have Rodan, you have Mothra, you have King Ghidorah, or Ghidorah, however you want to pronounce it. And you have some great shots of Godzilla in the daytime where you can actually see him. A big plus for big fans of monster movies. With all these monsters in it, it reminds me a little bit of Giant Monsters All Out Attack. That particular Godzilla movie is one of my favorites. I absolutely love the way Godzilla looks in that. Looks really cool, menacing, not too kind of doofusy like some iterations back in the 70s and even a couple in the 90s where his eyes were a little Cookie Monster-ish, but looks really awesome. And obviously in this new iteration, despite the first movie not really featuring him too much, he still looked pretty cool. So I am looking forward to seeing this movie where not only Godzilla looks great, but we also get some great action and Godzilla fights. And it seems like it's been a while since the first trailer. I mean, I believe we'd had 3 Aquaman trailers since the first Godzilla one. So it has been a while, not to mention a bunch of other movies that have had multiple trailers since this first one came out. But it is May 31st when it's coming out, so we do have some time, so I'm not too worried. And hopefully this trailer is something that gives us even more of what we want. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out.
Hello?
Old school like the original Godzilla after World War II.
Is anyone there? I'm trying to reach.
Close up of Rodan. It's a little bit like a horror movie. It is a monster movie after all.
Senators, we believe that these titans are just the tip of the iceberg. Which of these titans are here to protect us? And which of these titans are here to threaten us?
That's an awesome shot.
So you'd want to make Godzilla our pet?
No. We would be his.
That's right.
You're sure he's gonna be okay?
They're everywhere. Battling for dominance.
Ooh.
A rival alpha to Godzilla.
You gotta be kidding.
Jesus. This is nuts. So I don't know if any of you have ever played any of the Godzilla fighting games, kind of like Mortal Kombat style, but Godzilla and those characters. This pretty much reminded me of that. All I heard was fight. and then they were just going at it. That was awesome to see. You know, that's what every kid grows up wanting to see from a Godzilla movie, or at least from my era when all we had to see for Godzilla movies were like dreaming of stuff like that. They finally ended up getting to them in the 2000s where there were some pretty awesome battles, but we've still never seen a really big budget one with great CG that looks like that. So this is absolutely incredible to me. I mean, I absolutely love what I'm seeing right here, and I can't wait. Huge Godzilla fan, love Godzilla ever since I was a kid. Godzilla vs. King Kong comes out after this, but this is the one I really want to see, because as cool as Kong is, in my head as a kid, I just never thought, how could he possibly stand up to Godzilla? Now, obviously, they've really souped him up in this new Kong Skull Island movie, so this isn't the same King Kong that climbed the Empire State Building. This is a King Kong who could bring down a building, just like Godzilla can. But still, when you're dealing with nuclear fire breath and the lightning from King Ghidorah and all this other stuff, what's a big ape gonna do? But we'll worry about that movie later. Right now, I just can't wait for this movie. So let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section below. Are you as pumped for this movie as I am? Because everything I saw in the trailer looked absolutely incredible. I mean, it's kind of like a horror movie, but it's obviously also a disaster movie, so there's that aspect. At the same time, though, they're going kind of back to the roots where Godzilla started out as an enemy, but then Godzilla ends up protecting the people. So it's interesting to see that being done here, and I actually personally always liked Godzilla as, okay, yeah, he's going to destroy a bunch of buildings and stuff like that. Maybe he'll take out the army, but then he fights off a really big baddie, and that's what he's really good for, you know? He's not so much a friend, he's just kind of this neutral entity that ends up taking down a bigger, badder monster. And in some of the older films where he's a friend, he got a little too friendly. You know, they had baby Godzilla kind of looking a little stupid. But, you know, that was a different era. That was obviously geared towards kids and, you know, the cutesy Japanese stuff that was going on. Well, I mean, it's still going on, but especially then, they're like, okay, now, you know, let's get away from that. Godzilla, he's not cutesy. He's here to wreck stuff. So let's go ahead, beef him up. And then they did that throughout the late 90s, 2000s, and pretty much through today even. So it's cool to see kind of a badass version of Godzilla, but still, I guess he's on our side, kind of. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Can you wait to see this movie? I know I can't. I'll be there day one. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and we'll catch you later.